So so what did you use for this piece? What inks? Sorry.
Which piece are we talking about?
This one.
Oh, I used the AD Poncho,
AD
world famous ink set.
Okay.
I enjoy that set a lot.
Yeah, that's a really nice set, man. I use it sometimes too when I want to do stuff that is just like like pure gray.
I want to get more into it, but honestly, like, it just really depends the skin tone to get those grays to look like the way you want them to look. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but did you combine? Did you go fully saturated on the skin and you left no skin open? Because I see here you have some open skin here on the top.
At the top is the only area that has little open skin.
Okay, so you kind of mix.
I still gotta finish that. I still need like maybe like a little. It's about like 85% done. I need a little more.
Okay. So are you planning on saturating that?
Yes.
Okay. So it'll be like a full saturated.
Yeah,
piece.
I love only doing full saturation and everything.
What about?
No gaps.
I was just talking about I did a video for Instagram today where I was talking about round shaders, how like I swear by them and I love them so much.
I love them. No one in my shop uses them.
Are you serious?
No one uses them.
Bro, that's
I love round shaders. You made me love round shaders. I used to like never use them, and I started in the shop and I just found out round shaders.
Yeah, and I picked that up from Javi Antunes. Shout out to Javi Antunes. He was my mentor, and bro, Javi would do so much stuff with round shaders, bro. Like so much texture. His work is really like textury. He really likes that. Like, it's a very versatile needle, bro. And I was just making a video today. I made a video saying if you're not using round shaders, bro, you're missing like half of the potential that you have as a tattoo artist. I've done full tattoos with round shaders. I
use them for all my tattoos,
bro. For everything you need. This is something I gotta make clear. Like, you need every single needle type. It's like going to play golf. I don't know, I've never played golf in my life, but like I know there's a lot of golf clubs, right? There's a reason why each golf club gives you a different hit or putt or whatever you want to call it, right? Same thing with needles, bro. You need your liners, you need different size liners, you need your round shaders, you need different size round shaders.
No, 100%.
You need your magnums, different size magnums, bro. Do you use 5 magnums?
5 magnums, no.
Try them, bro.
5 magnums?
5, bro.
For what, texture?
Bro, so 5. So the thing about 5 is that I should have used the 5 today. I could have used the 5 on a lot of stuff and I didn't use it. That's another thing. We're constantly learning. This is like an experiment that we're constantly running.
Always.
So 5 magnums, you can get into really small places the way you can with round shaders, but it shades like a magnum. So the shading is not as abrasive on the skin, and it's smoother, but in a very small area, right? You're gonna love them, bro. I recommend them highly. I would say get the flat ones, like not flat, but like you don't need the curve.
They sell 5 curve.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. I know they sell 5 flat.
They have 5 curved. I would say not curved, because flat, what I call flat is the ones that only have one row. You know, those ones that I don't know what those are used for. I've never used those in my life, but they have the ones that are curved, not curved. I would say get one of both and experiment. I'll actually give you some so you can take and you can play around with them, bro. Game changer too. And you can also do texture with them, but
I would think texture would be pretty good with them.
Yes, but you still need your round shaders, bro.
No, yeah, round shaders.
It's not gonna replace round shaders. I'm telling you, every needle has something. It gives you something, you know. But yeah, for sure. I love this, man.
Round shaders are a staple in my set,
bro. I'm telling you, like I use them for everything, bro. You know, I did a full portrait with round shader once, like a full color portrait.
Oh really? Oh yeah, color portrait.
You know the portrait that I did of Al Pacino, the color.
Yes.
Bro, that was a 9 round shader, believe it or not.
The whole thing, 9 round shader.
The whole thing. So the hand, right? He had a hand where he was like lighting up a cigar, right? So and it was kind of, the hand was diffuse, right? Because it was out of focus. Oh shit, sorry, it was out of focus. So for the hand, I remember I used either like a 7 or a 9 magnum, right? but then for the rest of the face, I didn't want to make it smooth, because if when I looked at the image, where the one color transitioned into the next, it wasn't like a clear line, or it wasn't like a smooth cut. It was like irregular, and I wanted to get those irregularities because it made it look like skin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would come in with the round shader, not circle, just like back and forth, and it would give me that sort of irregularity, bro. I did the whole portrait like that, bro.
That's fire.
Badass portrait, bro. It took me like 12 hours.
I was about to say, man, it's taking you forever.
It took forever.
I bet.
Yeah, it took forever. But all my tattoos take forever. So let me see some stuff that you got here. Let me look at some other stuff. Ooh, I like this one. I like this Frankenstein. These are recent ones that I'm looking at. I want to look at some of your older stuff too, because I do want the audience to see your progression. You're what, on your 4th year, right?
My
third, fourth?
Professionally, I've been tattooing for 3 years.
3 years, okay. So this one, did you use the 80 poncho set as well for this?
I used the 80 poncho.
You used 80 poncho. I can tell because it kind of has that like
and I use like
greenish.
Yeah, I use one extra green, like gray green.
Okay.
That's not part of the set.
Oh,
for the background.
It does have a little bit of green to it. I noticed.
For the background, yeah.
Okay. So, what do you feel that you have? Like, where do you feel you're at artistically now? Like, I don't know if I'm asking that question right. Like, where do you feel you're at in your learning process? What have you accomplished? Like, what can you look back and say, like, okay, like I've accomplished this much looking at these pieces that you're doing, right? So comparing that to like where you were at, you know, in your first couple of years.
Oh, I'm super grateful.
What can you say that you have accomplished as far as like your technique or what you know? Like, what do you think? What would you say is your greatest accomplishment so far?
In the short amount of time that I've been tattooing, I would say, I don't know. I've really progressed, you know, in the short amount of time. I don't know if.
No, but I mean, I guess I'm meaning like as far as like specifics, like stuff that you have that maybe have been a challenge for you before, and now you're like, okay, I got this. Like this is. Like
I would say the whole thing, everything.
The whole thing.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, everything's just overall gotten better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like my tattoos look nothing like what they used to. You know what I mean?
Okay, so let me rephrase that question. Like, what are you striving for now? Like, is there something?
To be the best I can be.
No, but better than me. No, okay. So for example, like me, right? When I was in my sort of kind of like climbing up into becoming a better artist, or like cleaning up my work, like I would do a tattoo and then I would make mistakes, and then I would see those mistakes and I'm like, shit, I need to do that better next time, right? And then I would do it better the next time, but then I would fuck up again at some other point. I would mess up.
Oh, that's all the time.
And then, you know, the same mistake, I would make it again because I would forget. And then, but at one point, I'm like, I got that on the lock. And now it's my next thing. So now it's like, okay, so I cleaned up my lines. Now, like, I got a pack clean, right? Or like now I need to like really master my round shaders. Or now, I don't know, I really want to like focus on creativity, right? So like where do you see yourself in that journey now? Or do you even see it in that way, or you just kind of like progress on a day-to-day? And
I'm always just striving just to get my art
just
better.
To get better.
But I guess like what I'm more proud of, I would say, is maybe my shading.
Okay.
I think my shading's come a long
Has
way.
gotten better, like smoother or what? Or the values.
It was more like finding my I guess my gradient, you know, I guess, well, finding my shading. I don't know how to like really explain it.
Like making it transition better?
Yeah, because like we were talking earlier, like I noticed like at the beginning when I started tattooing, my work would like lighten up.
I know what you mean.
So like now
I went through that too.
Yeah, so like now I've understood like that anticipation of age, and you know, the sun affecting the tattoo and lightening up, because all tattoos are gonna lighten up regardless.
Yeah, and also like having like the gaps, like the right gaps between values.
Yeah, so I would say like that's what I learned, is like learning my shading better. You know what I mean? Like learning my drop system better, learning how dark I should go, not being scared of going too dark, because that's what a lot of people have a fear of, is going black, but black is the way to go always. You know what I mean? Like you have to go dark on tattoos. Yeah,
well, so for me, for example, I had that phase where I wouldn't leave enough. For example, like my light, when I was doing black and gray, a lot of black and gray, my light tone was very close to my mid tone, and then I had black. So, you know, my tattoos would end up being just like black, and then mid tones and light tones would be completely washed out.
Yeah.
Then
that was a problem I had too.
Then I went the completely opposite extreme, where like I made everything dark.
That's happened too,
bro. And like the tattoos would come out so dark. I hated them, right? And then eventually, you know, I figured out like what was the right jumps between each drop set, right?
Yeah.
Each drop count, and you know, now I figured it out, and now it's to a point where like almost the same shade that I put in is the shade that it stays.
Yeah.
So definitely with black and gray, which I haven't done in a while. I have a client now that wants to do something. I'm looking forward to it. Are you using bug pins?
No more.
No more?
I stopped using bug pin because of you.
Okay.
I just use regular taper needles, medium taper.
Standard
needles. Like medium
They're
taper.
standard because they work for everything, bro. It's like there's
no point to bug pin sometimes, man. Unless you're doing like micros or something like that, like micro black and gray especially.
Yeah.
That's all I could think of it being good for, because eventually, like, it all smooths out.
Yeah.
All that gradient smooths out anyways.
It looks great for the picture. Like when you do the bug pins and all that, they look really good on the picture, as opposed to not using them, like using a medium taper.
Yeah, I feel like it's all technique, man. I feel like I can get a smooth gradient with medium taper just as smooth as bug pin.
Yeah. I agree.
It's all like the hand pressure and technique, you know what I mean?
I agree. And yeah, and like I said, those medium tapers, they're like the perfect middle.
They're great. I like it. They're good for color, good for black and gray.
Yeah, I swear by them, and I tell people, and like I did a video not long ago on Instagram when I was talking about that. I was like, medium taper for color, and a bunch of artists,
it's good for everything,
bro. A bunch of artists call me out like, oh no, like good artists, oh, like you're crazy, like I use long taper and my work is great and this.
That's
and that.
okay. You can
like,
keep struggling.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, bro,
you can finish it half the time.
You're struggling. You could literally finish in half the time if you're using medium taper.
Yeah,
bro.
It's true.
Especially if you're not. Especially if you're using like a good quality needle, like quadrants, bro.
Yeah, quadrants are good. Da Vinci's.
Da Vinci.
Cheyennes are good if you got the money.
Yeah. You know what? I've never tried Cheyennes. I should try them out, bro. They're amazing. Are they better than quadrant, would you say?
I would prefer quadrant, man.
You would prefer quadrant?
Yeah, man. I like quadrant. I use quadrant for everything right now.
Bro, I'm obsessed with quadrants, but I'm gonna tell you, do you use quadrant round shaders?
Yes, I like them a lot.
Do you?
I do. You don't like
black and gray. I don't like them for color.
No?
I don't like them for color.
Well, I don't know, because like they're kind of, quadrant round shaders are kind of like very sharp. So I like the bigger round shaders for color.
Well, so here's the thing with quadrant. It's the best needle that I've ever tried. Like, bottom line. Like, as far as the quality of the needle, how sharp it is, and bro, it goes into the skin like butter. Quadrant. That's it. Like, my magnums, they're all quadrant, right? But what happens with the round shader is the way that they design the tip.
It loses its taper, kind of.
No. The way that they design the reservoir, where the ink gets pulled up and it drains out when you're tattooing, the way they design that is so tight to the needle on the round shaders that the ink doesn't flow out. Not the same. It doesn't flow out the same as the Da Vinci. So what I do is, like, I wish they would redesign that, because I love quadrant. But what I do is I use Da Vinci for round shaders, and then I use magnums for quadrant. But I want to try Cheyenne, man. You're saying you think quadrants are better than Cheyenne?
I like Quadrant. I use Quadrant
like
for
Quadrant?
everything. Yeah.
I like them too. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're easily accessible. That's the best part.
Yeah, I hope this.
And they always got my size.
Guys, you should sponsor me.